hella weird right now, but so I just put the Pond's Rejuvenous Anti-Wrinkle Cream. I love using this after I wash my face. I just love that it just gives my skin that firm feeling. It just feels nice and tight and nice and moisturized throughout the day. I could have sworn I seen this yesterday because I usually get it at Walmart, and this was like $5 for this little ass bote, but I could have sworn I seen it at Dollar General. Or maybe I'm tripping. And now I'm just going to go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer and just add that usually on my cheeks and on my nose because that is where I have really large pores. This has been a go-to. It's very affordable. So you guys know I cannot create any looks without starting my eyebrows first. So I'm just going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil. This is in the shade Granite. So I just like... Oh my goodness, I'm so happy that I have been allowing my eyebrows to grow out. Usually I'm always so impatient, but Jamaican black castor oil, you guys, thank me later. Apply that before bedtime, after you wash your face, and yes. So I just kind of like fill it in with the pencil. Liking to use just the brow powder duo. It just fills in my eyebrows and makes them look so natural. So that's what I've been using lately, and this is just in the shade Granite. So I just usually just take the darker side and kind of just fill in my eyebrows because there's a lighter shade and a darker. I just fill in with a little brow brush. Just the shape of my brows. The front part here, I always leave it light there just because I have been really digging a natural brow. It's kind of like tint them. You guys can use like a darker eyeshadow or like a eyeshadow that's closest to your natural hair color, just because that works, and everyone has a darker eyeshadow in their palettes. So just to clean up my eyebrows, you guys already know the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Natural. This is the HD concealer, and I just like kind of clean up. So just using this little flat brush and just lightly clean underneath. Bright, cleaned up brow. And a lot of people usually skip the bottom and they usually just clean the top, but I do both, but it's totally up to you. Do it how y'all want it. But I just add a little bit, so like from this part here, and just drag it like that, because when I use the brush, like if you guys can see that, when I use the brush, it just kind of like, that's enough product, and it just cleans up the top of the brow. Okay, so once my brows are done, I just like to use the Instant Age Rewind Eraser. This is the Maybelline Concealer, and I just use this as my eyeshadow base. I love it, especially when using brighter shadows or any shadow in particular. I feel like a good concealer that like sticks is like the best eyeshadow base, like hands down. I really love using concealer as my eyeshadow base. Like removing it, so maybe I don't use this. Yeah, maybe I don't want to use this. So I'm just gonna use the Real Techniques BBCC cream because I feel like with that damped Real Techniques sponge, it was like kind of removing the concealer. I use the Tarteist Pro palette by Tarte, and I'm just going to take this BH Cosmetics 122 brush, and I'm going to add Innocent, which is just this really pretty nude shadow, as my transition shade. Very lightly and a little bit above my crease. Masquerade Mini by Juvia's Place, and I'm just going to, I'm still indecisive on if I want to go in with the Burkina here or if I want to go with the Fulani, but I think I'm going to go with Burkina just to deepen my crease, and that's definitely going to be the darker shadow. And I'm going to add that in my crease all around, as you guys can see. So just kind of like right here, and then circular motion, because it's going to buff out little by little. Went in with the Zulu shadow, and I'm just going to deepen that outer part here, and then buff it into the shadow that we just placed there. Just blend it. Y'all see that? Ooh! So once that shadow's on my eye, I'm just gonna go back into the LA Girl Pro Concealer and just kind of half cut crease it. Cut crease. See? And so I just do that same thing on the opposite side. My eyes always get watery. So just to clean it up, I'm using this little retina brush that I have. Very small brush, and I just kind of like tap it out, but leaving it in that area so that it doesn't go over, but kind of like just dragging it outwards. Very lightly. So going back into the Masquerade Mini, I'm going to take this shadow here called Zola, which is just a beautiful shimmery light blue. And I'm just going to add that to the inner portions of my lid and then kind of like gradiate towards a darker shimmery blue. You're about to see right now. So I'm just going to use that same brush that I just cleaned up with the concealer. And this seems very... We're about to find out because I have yet to use this blue. So I just kind of want to add that here. Ooh. You guys, look how pretty. So just lightly pack that on because I do see fallout and I don't want that everywhere. Because this is like, it's going to be hard to clean up. In that same Juvia's Masquerade Mini palette, I'm going to take this blue shadow right here called Dahlia and add that on the outer part. This is a really pretty blue even on the brush. I wonder how it's going to look. So kind of like overlap it and then drag it out. Maximum Lashes by Ulta Beauty. Just add this mascara to my top lashes so that I can add my falsies off camera. I feel like I do them so much on camera. You guys are probably super tired of that. So I'm going to add my lashes off camera and I'll be right back. So I added just one lash and I wanted to show you guys the difference it makes, especially when using bright shadows. And if you have like, because you guys can see I have downturned eyes, so if you have downturned eyes, it is always good to do this. Like, add some lashes, they just open up your eyes. I mean, I already have huge eyes, but do y'all see that? Hold up, hold the F up. So I don't know, I think this is like my second time using this palette and this has happened. So I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks like I'm breaking out in a little hive right here. It doesn't itch or anything, but it just like kind of swelled up. Is it on this side? Yeah, it's on this side too. And it's like right under the brown shadow. What if I'm allergic? Okay, so now it's time to put on foundation. You guys already know I have been going ham with this. This is the Maybelline 24-Hour Super Stay Foundation. This is in the shade 130 Buff Beige. I love this stuff, so I'm just going to add the foundation all over my face. And with a Real Techniques beauty sponge, I'm just going to blend that all out. I really love this foundation. It's just so full coverage, very affordable, you guys. I'm gonna continue to rave about this because I get a lot of questions on what foundation I use, and this is it. Like, this is exactly the foundation I have been using. I'm loving. I feel like all Maybelline foundations are very affordable and very amazing. It's just more so trying out what really works best with your skin, you know what I mean? But Maybelline is where it's at. The coverage, that good ass coverage. And you guys know, typical concealer. Like, my foundation and concealer routine never change yet. I have been loving this on my face. And then same sponge, opposite side, and just blend it all out. Using the Airspun loose powder, I'm just going to set under my eyes. So. A little bit on my forehead, and especially on my lash lines because I also crease there. Start with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette. This is in the Dulce de Leche, and I'm just taking that. This is a contour brush by Real Techniques, and just start to contour. I find that using a smaller brush is just so precise to where you want to contour. So usually it's just like my forehead, like right here in this area. In this area, I just like to go lightly, because if you drag that contour down, I learned that like it just gives you a longer face, and what we're wanting is a chiseled, you know, contoured, slim face, not no long face. So bear with me. So I just like to lightly right here, and then the temples, and then just drag it to my forehead. My hair is crazy right now, but it's okay. We about to get right. Okay. With the blush, I'm just going in with the Color Icon by Wet n Wild. This is in the Mellow Wine shade, and I'm just taking a Real Techniques stippling brush and just adding that to my cheeks, just to bring back some color, because I do be blushing nonstop. Like, my face is, I always have a natural blush. This is how I be blushing. Sometimes I get even more red, but I just have like that natural blush always. Okay, so now I'm just gonna remove that excess powder under my eyes because I feel like I've been making long enough. And then I'm just gonna add some mascara to my bottom lash line. And that is the completed look. I just showed y'all how to go from Raggedy Ann to Diallo, bitch. You looking like a whole snack. Okay. So as my highlight, I ended up using this Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I just used the butterscotch, and I kind of, right here, and I kind of just mixed it with marshmallow on top. This is a bomb-ass highlight. I don't even know why I stopped using this, but this is really, really good. And then on my lips, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick. This is in Ashton, which is just a beautiful nude brown lip shade. I usually like to put the Naked Stark by Urban Decay in the center of my lips, but this just tied the look perfectly. You guys can use just lip gloss and some liner or whatever, but I am a sucker for nude lips, so this is the completed look. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that thumbs up before you guys head out. Subscribe to my channel if you guys aren't already. And until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.